Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As always, sorry it's been a while since my last video. I think in my last video I made overtures that I wasn't going to be so absent on YouTube and failed to live up to my promises to be here more often. But anyway, like always, I'm hoping to bring you more content faster. I just don't know where time goes. So anyway, I'm just going to get into this. Had an idea for a video. So I have, the exciting part is a reveal to show you guys. And the reveal, I'm going to give it away right now. It's of another Urban Spirit backpack, which is quickly becoming one of my most favorite bags. But what I'm going to do is I bought an Urban Spirit backpack back in August of this year. It was either July or August. And when I bought it, I had a lot of fears as far as wear and tear is concerned. Namely, especially with respect to storing the bag, because I'm going to show you essentially what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to show you how I pack my Urban Spirit backpack, the condition my Urban Spirit backpack is in, and then I'm going to do a reveal of a second Urban Spirit backpack and show you, because when I started taking this thing apart, I realized how well packaged it was. My sales associate did an absolutely impeccable job. So what I wanted to do was then kind of transition into showing you like, hey, this is like my new cool bag. And also, this is how my bag came packed. And I think that this is kind of the level of packing that you should expect when you're ordering a bag. So it's a little bit of a hybrid. Really the only theme is that it's two of the exact same bag, but ultimately my point is that they end up like storing very well, and the wear and tear that I've experienced with the one that I bought approximately 5 or 6 months ago is great. So a little weird. Hopefully you like it and it answers some of your questions either with respect to how do I store a bag or how should I expect a bag to arrive, plus what do I think about the Urban Spirit backpack. So anyway, getting into it. This is my currently owned Urban Spirit backpack, and I'm going to show you how I keep my bags stored. First and foremost, I keep all of my bags in their boxes, and as you can tell, I label them. So if this will come into focus, you can see that I've labeled this backpack. It's soon to have another backpack brother, so I'm going to have to put the color on this. So we open this box. I do endeavor to keep the tissue paper together. So I typically don't remove tissue paper unless sometimes with the classics you can't get the lid to shut. But with this one, I didn't have that issue. Okay. We open the bag, the box, to discover my well-wrapped Urban Spirit backpack. So this is and I have a full reveal video on this, so I'm not going to go into like the nuts and bolts because that's not the theme of this video, but essentially this is my Urban Spirit backpack. It's in black lambskin, it's quilted, and then this is like a dark ruthenium hardware, and it comes with, so if you do the turn lock, it comes with this little like beard is the word that comes to mind, although I'm sure that's inaccurate. It comes with like a front flap, pops off. It has like a little hole in the middle. On the inside, I stuff it with all of the paper that it came with. And actually the paper is sort of like retained its backpack-like shape. So this is the exact same stuff that it came with. In case you're wondering, if you ever do have an issue finding something to pack with a bag, I use my husband's old white t-shirts. So any like cotton that's been washed a million times, so you're not really worried about color transfer, can easily be substituted in place of one of these. Or you can use plastic packing, essentially like the stuff that you know, like little packing, the things that pop, you know what I mean, when you step on them and it's fun to pop. You can put those in here too. So that's in here. And then on the back of the backpack, which I really like, it comes with another piece of felt. Felt is probably a better word than beard, so we'll call it felt going forward. And the felt comes through these two chains here at the top. There's just slits to either side, and you can go ahead and just pull and break it. You can go ahead and just pull it off. So that then your backpack is ready for use. And you'll see when I reveal my other one, that by the way, I haven't fully opened. I started to open it and then I was like, no, this is like so well packaged that I'm gonna put it back together badly and then I'm gonna show my YouTube constituents what it looks like. But anyway, this is the Urban Spirit backpack after 5 months. My biggest concern was here. You can see that like from where, you know, this is what I don't like about it is like if you're resting it, if you have stuff in it and it's resting upright, you're obviously gonna put a lot of pressure on the bottom of the bag. So when it came, it was actually pretty much in the same condition it is now, but my greatest fear was that I was gonna get tons of creasing like along the bottom, and it really hasn't happened. Now when I store it, you know, obviously I'm putting the foam back in and it lays flat inside of the box, so I'm not adding that like gravitational pull on the bottom of the bag, but it's held up like fantastically, so much better than I thought it would. Another concern that I had, was that I would wind up getting like deodorant on the straps, like, cause I bought this in the summer, so I was wearing it with a lot of tank tops. And as you can see, I think I may have wiped it off a couple of times. It's happened a couple of times cause that's the inevitable. But there is no residue from deodorant. So it's not something that has like left any sort of mark here towards the top where you're gonna put these on your shoulders. Then lastly, I was slightly worried about these, which are adjustable, by the way, so you can adjust the straps of this bag to make it higher or lower. There's not a whole lot of range. It's probably about 2 inches, so don't expect, you're not gonna get this thing like hiked up and then way far down on your back. The range isn't there. But I was also worried about these little guys, like whether they would flip out or get caught on stuff. And instead, over time, they have sort of managed to find themselves like pushed in. So ultimately, I think that this bag is held up like really, really well, and I've been really impressed with it. So this is my brief wear and tear video with the Urban Spirit backpack. So without further ado, I'm going to unbox something. I don't think I've ever done one before where I'm really gonna have to take all the packaging off. So I'm a little nervous, but I did obviously see this in the store when I bought it. And it's another backpack, so here we go. All right, so say you are buying your very first Chanel bag. It's gonna come, if you buy it in the United States, it's gonna come in a bag like this. If you buy it at the flagship store in Paris, you get a white bag with black lettering. I think it's black lettering. I haven't been so lucky to visit that store. If I did, I think I would try to buy everything in it, just for the sake of getting all of the white bags. But this is essentially what your bag will look like. Most bags come with a camellia flower on the front, which is detachable. It's just a sticky thing that your sales associate puts on. Okay, now, I ripped my camellia flower off on accident, but the bag further came wrapped in a bow. The bow has Chanel lettering on it. I redid this bow, which is why it looks like crap. It also had a camellia flower like somewhere, which is also pretty par for the course. I've heard people on purse forums before kind of make like a big ado about the fact that their bag doesn't come with enough camellia flowers. I mean, I've had instances where I haven't gotten any. I've had one instance, I think, where I got like 3 or 4, which was a little bit overkill. But anyway, this is what it looks like. So we're gonna open this. And again, you have a black box with white lettering. If you go to the flagship store, again, I think it's a white box with black lettering. And now all bags are coming in the magnetic boxes. See that? Which used to be reserved for classics, and somewhere along the lines they pulled it together and started putting them in these magnetic boxes. And you can see that it is very beautifully laid with Chanel tissue paper. I think it's going to be too hard to capture on the film, but the tissue paper alternates little tiny logos with, sorry, what I'm doing, done, okay. I'm paying attention to time because I've been going over and having to edit a lot. So anyway, overlays, it's little like CC logos, and then the word Chanel is on the tissue paper. So if we open the tissue paper, there's a sticker. I did end up obviously getting through this step before I decided to turn around and share this with you all. And then on the inside is probably the most beautiful bag. I'm really nervous about it. So this is gonna be one you're gonna wanna ask me about as far as wear and tear is concerned. But Here we go. This is a 2017 winter collection Urban Spirit backpack, same size as the other one, with quilted leather, and it's light gold hardware, like super shiny light gold. That's a great picture of it. If you're looking at the screen, that's exactly what it looks like in real life. It's like a seafoam green Urban Spirit backpack. But where I'm going with this is that it was really well packaged. So something that's amazing is that the sales associate took the time to wrap these chains on the top. The idea is if you're gonna be, shipping this bag or not opening it until Christmas, you don't want chains imprinting the top of the bag. So step number one. Step number two, I think that this bag may have been original in box because you can see that, can you see? Probably barely, that there is still plastic overlay here on the CCs, which is always kind of like a nice sign and usually indicates that the bag has not been opened yet, like shared with somebody else or especially returned. Although, to be honest, returns don't bother me that much. I know they bother some people. Then in the front, so it's the same process as before where you open it, and this sales associate of mine who's amazing put like a little lid on the top here. Sorry, did I not show that well? Has a little lid on the top here above the closure, which this looks to me just to be a generic piece of fabric, so I don't think that that's fabricated exactly for that move. And then again, we have a piece of fabric over the top that I guess you could stick through here, but in this instance she just kind of had it tucked to the top. And then she has the bag cinched ever so slightly towards the top, and if we figure out how to, I don't know how to make this undo it. So here we go, I got it. Okay, so the tie, I've undone it. And if we open it up, you can see that she has this bag also stuffed with a whole bunch of paper. And then on the inside, we have this absolutely perfect interior of a bag. So, in my opinion, this is probably one of the most well-wrapped bags that I've ever received from Chanel. And as you can see, it's been sitting in the box since Thanksgiving. I bought it over Thanksgiving weekend. I see like no imperfections, no dents here on the bottom, nothing on the back. So the way that she ultimately kept this stored was such that it stayed super safe. And then just as a little point for you guys, if you're looking to buy your first bag, a long time ago, the Chanel tags came, let's see, you would get a black authenticity card, you would get your receipt in like a little receipt thing, which I'll show you in a second. And then these, which are the item identification tags, were free flowing just within the bag somewhere. And now they come like nicely attached to a certain appendage. And then as you can see, you have the identifying information here. So if anybody out there is really interested in purchasing this bag, you would call the handy dandy 1-800 number and relay the code 17K, A as in Apple 91121, Y as in yellow 82327, and then the color code is 4B as in boy 103. So 17K indicates that it's a 2017 winter piece, which means that it probably came out around like September, October-ish time frame. And the price on this is, zoom back, $3,400, which is actually, I think it's $100 more than the one that I bought in August. So there must have been a price hike down the line. And I Googled it for you, and I did notice that a long time ago, it was $3,300 and now it's $3,400. So anyway, this is my very exciting new bag. Here it is next to its buddy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that this kind of a hodgepodge of a video was informative for you guys, at least in terms of whether you like the Urban Spirit, whether you had questions about how I store bags or how I receive them. I think that this is pretty representative of a good experience overall. So thanks. Let me know if you have questions. Have a great day and see you soon. Bye.